Jack Doherty just got destroyed by Kai Cenat, and honestly, it just keeps getting worse for Jack Doherty as he continues to get destroyed again and again. But just when you thought he couldn't get any worse, Jack decided to clap back at Kai Cenat in the most hypocritical way possible. At this point, I'm not even surprised, because Jack Doherty's kinda like one of those little chihuahuas barking at a Rottweiler from behind a locked gate. His entire shtick revolves around shoulder checking random people on the street and shouting,
"What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?"
while his bodyguards hover in the background like overgrown security blankets. It's like Jack peaked in middle school and decided to stay there forever. And when the bodyguard isn't around, Jack goes from tough guy to please don't hurt me real fast. He's basically a human glitch, loud and chaotic when there's backup, silent when he's solo. But the real problem is that Jack's antics aren't just cringe, they're dangerous. Take his $200,000 McLaren for example. Jack thought it would be genius to live stream while driving in the rain. I know what you're thinking, that's dumb. And you're right, because surprise surprise, Jack ended up hydroplaning that rainbow car straight into a barrier. But of course, in true Jack fashion, he was more worried about his car, while his cameraman had a serious head injury. Jack doesn't check on him, doesn't call for help. Instead, he pulls out his phone to keep streaming because content. At this point, Jack's priorities are so backward, they practically doing the moonwalk. Oh, but just you wait, it gets worse. His excuse was,
"I'm in a McLaren in the pouring rain, what do you expect?"
I don't know, maybe not texting while driving? Jack's logic has more holes than a spaghetti strainer. Meanwhile, his dad adds fuel to the fire by saying,
And most people think that you were on your phone and you weren't. That was from like 5 or 10 minutes before that, and you're on navigation.
5-10 seconds.
nah, we ain't buying it. And if you thought Jack's first excuse was bad, just wait for this one. Because after all of this, Jack claims,
"Yeah, everyone edited the clip. I wasn't on my phone."
and that's the excuse he sticks to when footage surfaces of him on his phone while driving, leading to the crash. But wait, it gets better. He films himself being served a citation by what might be the fakest cop I've ever seen. Seriously, the whole situation feels like a bad improv sketch.
Basically, it's just a citation for wireless communication driving while based on the footage.
And Jack responds with,
They cut it up. I wasn't on my phone. Innocent until proven guilty, I guess.
Yep.
No, I'm kidding. Hey, have a nice day,
man.
Thank you, man.
this is either the world's laziest attempt at damage control, or Jack's just started hiring extras for his content. What's next? A fake trial where he wins his case? At this point, his entire life feels scripted for the algorithm. And here's a fun fact for you. Jack was once on Dr. Phil. You'd think a professional psychologist would jump at the chance to dig into his psyche. But no, even Dr. Phil wanted nothing to do with him. Imagine being so insufferable that Dr. Phil taps out. Impressive really, in the worst way possible of course. But wait, it gets better. And by better I mean worse. Jack didn't even learn from the crash. His next move, posting videos begging his fans for money. Yes, the same guy who flexes cars, designer clothes, and mansions is now out here begging for donations. Which is just crazy if you think about it, because that's like flying private and then asking people for gas money. Oh, and let's not forget how Jack made amends with his injured cameraman. He bought him a jet ski. Yes, a jet ski, because nothing says sorry for almost killing you like a glorified water toy. It's basically the adult equivalent of giving someone a lollipop after you punch them in the face. If you're wondering if Jack filmed the whole thing, as if generosity only counts when you turn it into content. At this point, the cameraman honestly just deserves a lawyer and safety, not a day on the lake, especially if Jack Doherty is going to be there. Man just crashed his $200,000 car. There's no ways I'm trusting him with the jet ski. But even jet skis couldn't save Jack from himself. His reckless behavior and lack of accountability finally got him permanently banned from Kick. And let's be real, getting banned from Kick is like getting kicked out of McDonald's for eating too many fries. You really have to try. This came as one of the consequences for streaming the McLaren incident, proving to Jack that you really don't have to turn everything into content, else then apparently even Kicks had enough of you. And just when you thought Jack was the only one having all the fun being a degenerate, nah, he has a partner in crime. McKinley Richardson is Jack's, I don't know, I still struggle to believe any of this, but she's basically the human version of a pop-up ad, best known for promoting her OF to audiences who definitely should not know what that is. Their relationship's filled with all the drama none of us need in our lives, so to sum it up really quickly, Jack was caught partying with two girls twerking on him while McKinley watches. Her reaction?
We're done.
No.
And Jack's defense?
I got motion.
Bro, motion is what wrecked your car. Motion is what's tanking your fake relationship. Motion isn't something to brag about. It's just chaos in a straight line. So now back to Jack's financial plans because they're almost as messy as his personal life. After getting demonetized everywhere, Jack started pumping meme coins on stream. He hypes up some obscure crypto, buys in, gets his fans to do the same, and then sells the second the coin spikes. It's a classic rug pull, and the only people getting rich are Jack and his alt wallets. He even hyped a coin called McLaren coin, bought in live and then vanished as the price tanked. I mean, come on. We all saw the shit was gonna crash as soon as he called it McLaren coin. But when people call him out, did Jack apologize? Nah, he hopped on Twitter to roast his fans saying, "I feel nothing for you guys, must suck to be old and broke." Bro, you were the one begging for donations. This man literally stole their wallets and then clowned them for being broke. This guy. But now let's dive into the drama involving Kai Cenat. It all began when Jack decided to make a bold move on Twitch by gifting 300 subs to Kai Cenat's channel. That's anywhere upwards of $1,500 by the way. The idea was to grab Kai's attention and hopefully score a collaboration.
Nah, he was doing bad all year, chat. I'm not associating myself with that.
But Kai wasn't born yesterday. He saw right through Jack's attempt and flipped the script, turning it into prime entertainment for his audience. Laughing it off, Kai joked with his chat,
I was gonna do it with Jack. We just finessed him out of 300, chat.
and just like that, Jack's grand scheme completely backfired. Kai walked away with the cash, his distance intact, and his reputation unscathed. Meanwhile, Jack was left standing there like someone waving at a stranger, only to realize they weren't waving back. Pretty awkward. Now, normally people might feel bad in a situation like this, but come on. This is Jack Doherty we're talking about. And not too long after that, Jack thought he would try get his revenge, but ended up looking like a spoiled kid whose iPad just died. Now, we can all agree that Jack isn't exactly the moral compass of the internet, but even he had something to say after magician Max Major pulled off a stunt so wild it had Twitch viewers in shock. The chaos went down during Kai Cenats' Mafiathon 2 Subathon on November 26th, when Max Major decided to channel his inner Houdini, but with a "I might get banned" twist. So Major climbed up onto some scaffolding with not one, not two, but 3 nooses tied around him like some weird rapper necklace. He then told Kai to pull one of 3 color-coded cords, turning the prank into some kind of twisted game show. Kai pulled the cord and yeah, I'm not gonna say it, but you know how it would have come across live on stream. And just to clarify, this was all just a trick slash prank slash magic show, whatever you may call it. But for a hot minute, viewers were ready to call 911 and Kai's team looked like they needed a hug and maybe a lawyer. Once the stunt was revealed to be nothing but smoke and mirrors, the internet erupted and Jack Doherty, yes, that Jack, wasted no time jumping on the drama train, taking to social media like an uninvited guest at a family fight. He slammed Kai's team for approving the stunt in the first place. Jack argued that no prank, magic trick, or viral moment is worth strapping a noose around someone. Which, yes, there is a line that shouldn't be crossed, but bro, you are the last person to be giving out safety advice. So, although Jack's clapback was likely only due to the fact that he was still salty he didn't get the collab, Kai did get some public backlash for this, but out of all people, Jack Doherty has no leg to stand on, because Jack's pulled stunts that's got him banned, sued, and roasted into oblivion. So he should be the last one allowed to comment on any of this. At the end of the day, Jack Doherty is living proof that karma always catches up. So if you're going to have motion, make sure it's not straight into a wall, because Jack's out here speedrunning his own downfall, and we're all just here to watch it come crumbling down.